YouTube, take out Howard back with another one for y'all, man. We back in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, Talladega Eli, aka Evil Eye Eli, here with my co-host.
Better Black Community Dennis.
Hell yeah, man. So, yeah, man. So this past week, well, shit, like a couple days ago, a day or two ago.
Yep.
This big beautiful bill passed. And it's kind of been, all over the internet. That's kind of what people been talking about, and I've been just getting mixed reviews on it. And I want your thoughts before we get into this whole video. What do you?
USA. 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 Hey, all I heard was, hey, we got tax cuts. I mean, no more taxes on the overtime checks and shit like that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a big dub for all my blue collar workers and shit. But I did hear that there was gonna be some cuts to Medicaid.
Yeah.
Some people probably are gonna be left out to dry. I do want to see how they kind of regulate that whole entire situation there, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a few other things that go into it. I did kind of skim over it real quick.
Yeah.
Let me pull this article back up real quick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be steep cuts to Medicaid, Social Security taxes, increasing state and local tax deductions. That's gonna be big for businesses for sure. I like that a lot. Cuts to food benefits. It's major for a lot of niggas. A lot of people about to be impacted by that shit.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, some of you niggas that got food stamps don't deserve food stamps.
That's
Y'all
very
are some
true.
lazy motherfuckers.
That's very true.
So
That's very true.
I'm not mad at that. And then it's gonna be boost to defense and border spending. Of course, you know it's
that's
Trump.
gonna happen, yeah.
It's Trump. We kind of expect that. And clean energy incentives reductions. So that might be something that impacts Elon Musk directly.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we can get into this video though, because I guess Fox News, they have some information that they're going to elaborate on.
Yeah.
And I'll have some more information at the end of the video as well.
For sure. And don't get pissed off in the fucking comments, yo. Y'all been talking real reckless, man.
We give y'all raw reactions, man.
Raw reactions.
We trying to get informed with you, baby.
Come on.
Goddamn, like how you gonna get mad at me for trying to get informed? I don't even care about this shit half the time. I'm gonna be like, life is life, and baby.
You feel me? Like, damn. Appreciate the views, though.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Even if you dislike, I appreciate it. Even if you cuss me out, I appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, you helping it reach the algorithm. All right, man. Let's get into the video. Shit, if I can start.
Obama wrote on X, in part, more than 16 million Americans that are at risk of losing their health care because of Republicans in Congress, and they're rushing to pass a bill that would cut federal funding for Medicaid and weaken the Affordable Care Act. The percentage of the U.S. population, by the way, on Medicaid has gone up big time since its creation in 1966. In 1966, when Medicaid was created, 5% of the U.S. population qualified for Medicaid. Right now, roughly 22% of the American population is on Medicaid, a steep jump beginning with the passage of the Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare. All right, joining me now is Oklahoma Republican Senator Mark Wayne.
All right, just stop right there. 22% of the American population being on Medicare and Medicaid is insane.
Yeah, that's really crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah,
I never knew it was that high.
That's damn near, what's that? A fifth of the population, literally. A fifth of the population.
That's damn near a quarter. Yeah, a fifth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fifth.
Yeah, a fifth.
I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Well, when you put it that way, that does sound like it might be a problem. But
Yeah.
we don't know the real statistics behind that. But we do know that it's a lot of people that's on that shit that don't deserve to be on that shit. Like,
I do know that.
Overweight.
Bro, because I'll be in the store mad as fuck sometime, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I work.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? See my cart. I don't got much.
Yep.
You know, and this shit is easily over $100. I ain't even grab that much shit.
Facts.
And then, I see a motherfucker with 2 carts full of groceries and shit. Some fat ass kid on the side of it hanging on and shit, picking out candy and shit. And y'all got $800 in food stamps. Like, that should never be okay, yo.
Different.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely different.
Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm here for the people that need it. You know what I'm saying? People that's disabled, all that shit. But like, when it comes to motherfuckers like you said that really don't deserve that shit, like, nah, bro. That shit gets annoying after a while. Just go get a job, bro.
Facts. I do want to see just how they kind of regulate that, though. That's
Yeah,
something that's going to be
facts.
major just to look out for.
Facts.
But yeah, we can get back in the video. God damn it.
Senator, great to have you on the program. Big win, not just in the House and the Senate, for the American people, for the President of the United States. Medicaid and health care will be one of the ways that Democrats look to attack the big, beautiful law. Now, you can already see them cutting the ads. They're already putting this information out about the number of people that are going to lose health care. How will you respond to that line of attack from Democrats?
Well, Democrats don't have a problem with lying, and that's what they're absolutely doing. I mean, you saw the chart right there. And let me throw out something else to you. Medicaid was designed for those that live under the poverty line. We have 35 million people that live under the poverty line here in the United States. Yet your chart just there showed we're over 90 million people that are enrolled on Medicaid. Now, Medicaid is designed for those in need. What we're trying to do as the Republican Party is maintain Medicaid what it was designed for, because it's literally not solvent right now. We can't keep affording to allow people to rip the American taxpayers off. When we start talking about we're reforming Medicaid, not cutting Medicaid, meaning that we're going to kick people off that are just lazy or gaming the system. And by lazy, a work requirement of 80 hours a month, that means that they only have to work 20 hours a week or go to school 20 hours a week or volunteer 20 hours a week. And by the way, this is for people that are able-bodied individuals with no dependencies and no medical conditions. So they're perfectly able to go to work. We're just trying to give them a helping hand rather than letting them be dependent and become lazy. Let them be contributors to the United States. Let them become taxpayers again, and we can save Medicaid for those that need it the most.
And that's the question for everybody watching. What was the intention of Medicaid? You just pointed out about 10% of the U.S. population is at the federal poverty level, but 21% of the population is now on Medicaid. In some states like New Mexico, 33% of the population is on Medicaid. So who should this be for? Who is it intended for? But you can still hear the ads they're going to cut. On the reverse, I'm curious how you guys will respond to all the Democrats that voted against the big, beautiful bill. There'll be a lot of people that voted for the taxes to be raised, that voted to not fund border security. So they'll have to play some defense as well when it comes to their vote.
They're going to have to explain why they were wanting to raise taxes by the tune of $4 trillion on Americans inside the United States. They're going to have to explain why they didn't want to secure the border. They're going to have to explain why they didn't want to plus up our military and literally bleed peace through strength. They're going to be the ones that's going to have to explain why these lies that they said, that the tens of thousands of people are going to be dying each year. They're going to have to explain where all those morgues are that's holding those bodies, because they won't exist. They're going to have to explain, like Jay Paul, when I go through a lot of airports and I've never had seen anybody crying on their shoulder, why they have to exaggerate and lie all the way through to get people's attention. The American people are fed up with their antics, which is why they voted 240 days ago to put the Republicans in charge so we can deliver big things just like this and get America back on track.
All right. Senator Mark Wayne Mullen from Oklahoma, thanks so much for being with us here today. Congratulations on all the hard work paying off.
Well,
Thank
damn.
you, Will.
All right, well, shit, that's the article, man. I mean, not the article, but the video. But let me hear your thoughts on this stuff real quick, man. What'd you get out of that video there?
Shit, man. The way I feel, I'm really kind of 50-50 on this shit.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like that a lot of this shit, as far as like, the overtime shit and everything, just I'm neutral about it. I'm gonna say that.
Mm-hmm.
Because on one end, yes, I'm for all that. At the same time, I want to know, like, how bad is this shit really gonna affect people? Because you already, like, I'm already seeing pictures of like the Planned Parenthood shit, sending out emails and shit, talking about like due to the Medicaid shit, Medicaid no longer covers this now. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. So shit's really about to get real. Like
sure.
you know, that's the shit I really want to know. Like how that's gonna really work. And just you know, I know it said that. I think people on Medicaid they have to reapply now instead of every year they have to reapply like every 6 months now. Just more shit.
That's some shit.
It's gonna be more like shit in the game.
For sure.
So it's definitely gonna affect people that still need this shit.
For sure.
School lunches, all that, bro. So it's like a give or take when you think about it.
Yeah.
I really just want to see how it's gonna play out. I really just want to see. I'm too neutral on it right now.
For sure.
But I will say that you know anybody impacted by this shit, you know, I do feel for you because I understand that shit gets real. I'm talking about the people as far as like you feel me, the food stamps and the medication, the people that need that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
33% of your population
Yeah, that's crazy.
living below the poverty line is insane.
Yeah, bro.
33, that's a third of the population.
Yeah, bro. I
That's
mean, shit,
insane.
bro. Inflation.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's true.
I mean, I'm not making no excuses, cause you know what I mean. I'm not with that shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, shit, bro. We can't sit here and act like shit is not ridiculously expensive in life right now. Shit's crazy right now, bro. Shit's crazy. So we just gotta see, man.
For
You
sure.
know, give us y'all comments though. Give us y'all comments. We gave y'all raw reaction. You feel me? Give us y'all fucking thoughts, man. We know y'all gonna talk y'all shit. Why are you listening to Fox News in the first place? Look, man, we just trying to get the information. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's all. So that's all we got for y'all, man. Y'all tune in. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that shit.
I do want to say this though before we get out, man.
Yeah.
There's just a few little small details I do want to say
Oh, sure.
for this. For the food benefits, like for the SNAP program, the
Yeah.
EBTs and shit like that,
Yeah.
those changes won't start until 2028.
Yeah.
So just be on the lookout for that.
Right.
And then
His last term.
yep,
See what I'm saying?
but it's gonna be going into effect
Yeah.
2028.
Right.
And then a boost in the border and defense funding. They're
That's
going to be
right.
receiving an increase of $150 billion under that bill for funding.
150 billion?
$150 billion.
Nigga, hold on. Wait a fucking minute.
Yep.
150 billion, bro.
Yep.
Now, where is that shit coming from?
Hey man, it's a boost in the budget. It's getting taken from somewhere. Maybe education. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know, but it's gonna come from somewhere. Shit, somebody gonna pay for that shit.
Oh man, yeah, bro. Yeah, see that's the shit I think. Like, whenever I hear shit like that, I instantly just like, okay, well, where is this shit coming from? Y'all already destroying me with my taxes, goddamn. Like,
The Senate is also increasing the child tax credit to $2,200.
okay.
Yeah, but that's all I really got, man. That's all the details.
So it sounds like I need to have a couple kids.
Yeah. Hey, I'm having twins, man, next year.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like I need to get in the game.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then last but not least, though, it's the increased state and local tax deductions. So there's currently a cap of $10,000 on how much taxpayers can deduct from the amount that they owe in federal taxes that expires this year. The Senate approved the bill that raised it from $10,000 to $40,000, but after 5 years, it will return to $10,000. So that's some other shit to look out for.
Yeah.
Cause shit, instead of writing off $10,000 in taxes, they can write off $40,000. Goddamn.
Yeah.
After 5 years, that shit rolls back to 10.
Yeah.
So just do y'all research. It's a lot of details that you might want to dive a little bit more deeper into. Because the bill is just not about Medicaid or
No, it's not. It's
SNAP
not.
or whatever it is.
It's not.
It's a lot deeper than that. So
Facts.
just do y'all research. educate yourselves and educate us. Shit, come down into the comments and let us know.
Facts. We want to hear on both sides. You feel me? Liberals and conservatives. Like, I want to hear what all y'all got to say in the comments, man.
For sure. We assholes, but we like to get educated.
Yeah. Cause I'm neither. I don't support neither political party, by the way.
Yep,
So yeah.
for sure. Thank y'all.
All right, peace.